Been checking social media and seeing the responses for the video I just posted on YouTube. I finally did it. If I try to plan the day for it to launch, it would probably never happen. So I guess this will forever be the 28th of November will always be the first day the Blue Velvet entered YouTube. I can't believe I finally did it, put my life out there on YouTube and open to the public, open to the world. I mean, first video I finally published. I can't believe I did it. My stomach is turning at the thought of it, and thank you so much for your support, the people who've took the time to watch the video, the few subscribers that I got so far. I can't believe I have subscribers. I can actually say that now, and it's so weird to say that. Sorry, it's crazy. But I'm excited to see where this heads. Yeah, thank you so much for watching my first video on YouTube at The Blue Velvet by Nakeshia. And for those of you that subscribe to my channel, thank you so much. I can't wait to see where this takes me, and I can't wait for you guys to see me grow. So yeah, it's crazy. So I just can't stop smiling. But yeah, I want to make a pot roast today, so I'm gonna look at a few recipes for that, and I can take you guys along with me as I go grocery shopping for the ingredients. That should be fun. And then I could put that in the crock pot, and I will probably embellish with a few more ingredients or less ingredients, or maybe a different quality of ingredients, just to make it my own. I've done that with a lot of different recipes, such as the mac and cheese, which you guys have seen on my Instagram. It's savor.nakeshia, savor-n. I don't know why every time I try to make a beef roast, pot roast or something, I always turn into beef bourguignon. So I embellish. I like to embellish. So I want to make pot roast. Okay, that's what I want to make. Pot roast. Because then you could turn that into a bunch of different things in the crock pot throughout the day while I decorate the house for Christmas. And I do apologize. I have no idea why my voice sounds like this. I did not sound like this a moment ago. I think, you know, getting back on this camera after what I did last night, which is posting my first YouTube video, has made me a little bit more nervous. And if anything, I should feel more comfortable. But no, still nervous. Still can't believe that happened. So, and we're putting on my makeup today. So together this morning, I started with the Etta MD skincare. My future mom-in-law got this for me, and I've been using it almost every other day, and I like it so far. I normally don't get breakouts with it, which is nice. I have very sensitive skin, so I can't just use anything on this face or I'll break out. Like I have a little spot right here, and still trying to figure out where that came from. I did go shopping for makeup, as you saw in my first vlog, and I found a few things to help update / elevate my makeup routine. However, the pressed powder foundation, even though it was really pretty and I really do love the brand, it was not working for me. It was a little bit too light. And I want to go lighter than my skin shade, but not like a whole entire nationality lighter. I'm exaggerating, but yeah, it was way too light. I had to switch that up. I had to go back to the store and do that whole process all over again. And this time I shocked myself by allowing someone to help me. And as I explained before, I don't let people help me find my makeup. They oftentimes are not very helpful. Most of my experience have been with people who don't have the same skin shade as me. And when they did try to help, and this is like years ago, I like to say pre-woke era. When they did try to help me, pre-woke era, they never got the shade right. So I just never let anyone help me. But this time I let someone help me, and they knocked it right out the park. Okay, so starting with the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer here. That is what I'm going to be using on my face today to prime my face. I need to get Christmas decor up so I can take a family photo with my fiance and our kitties and start doing more Christmas content. My hopes are to broaden my content for you guys. You came here for the fashion. I really haven't shown you much fashion so far. So that is what we're going to work on. I'm going to bring you some more of that holiday spirit. I want to show you more fashion. I'm going to show you what's in my closet, how I like to dress for the holidays, and maybe give you some ideas of what you can do in your closet too. So that is what I'm hoping to aim for once I get my Christmas decor up. I'm surprised that the M.A.C concealer never went on sale this Black Friday. It's insane. This Black Friday, I know that it started really early, which I know I've gotten a lot of mixed reviews about. I personally, as someone who's worked in retail a really long time, I was actually very happy that it started early, in the sense that, you know, the workers are able to be, you know, less overwhelmed and, you know, able to spend more time with their family as well, instead of putting all the concentration on just one day. They spread it out. I also like it from the standpoint that businesses are able to earn more money and get more exposure for their product by allowing themselves to, you know, expand on their Black Friday. So once again, instead of having it concentrating on just one day, if you spread it out throughout the week, I feel like you get more profit that way, you know, and then you have people returning again and again and again. So say that handful of items on sale, and then the next day those items are full price, but you have a new group of items on sale. It drives foot traffic into your store, allowing you to hit those quotas that you never hit years past, because all of your goals are set for one day. I feel like you're getting more money that way, which is really nice. So from a business standpoint, that was very clever. From a personal standpoint, it's nice to be able to spend more time with your family and be less overwhelmed. It's less stressful. Now, the other side of that is, you know, after speaking to one of the customers I helped this Black Friday, yes, I have a normal job outside of this. This is not full-time yet. They were like, oh, I absolutely miss, you know, when Black Friday was only on one day. You have that excitement that surrounds around, you know, being able to wake up early and go straight to the store and getting that item that you sought after at that ridiculously low price, and then that feeling you get on your way back to the car and back home, knowing that you did that. You went through an experience. And you know what? I felt that way too when I was younger. I felt that way too when I was younger, and I thought it was so much fun. Everyone come together for a common goal, which is to save money, stand in these long, ridiculous lines, get to meet new people. You know, it was an adventure. It was fun. However, one Black Friday changed my life, and I changed my tune on how I felt about, you know, going out super early to go get a deal on something. And let's just say I completely changed my tune, and I never did it again. What had happened was I needed a new TV, and I am a klutz, and I accidentally knocked over one of my TVs while I was rearranging my room. And the only time to get it was not on Black Friday. Oh yeah, it wasn't on Black Friday. It was on Thanksgiving. So just thinking about it, it frustrates me. I can't believe I did this. It was just so ridiculous. So I normally cook almost everything for Thanksgiving. Like I roast the turkey, I make the mashed potatoes, the mac and cheese, the green beans, whichever vegetable we're having that year. I do most of it. I just don't bake. And I woke up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, got everything, you know, ready to go, had my turkey roasting, and then I went to Best Buy. And let's see here, I woke up at 5. I got to Best Buy around 1:30 or 2. Stood in line until like 5 or 6 or whenever they opened on Thanksgiving. And I don't know if they still do it now, but basically you tell the employees while you're waiting in line, what is the item that you want. They have a bunch of, you know, flyers printed, and as long as you have that flyer, you are able to purchase that item. Well, they only had 10 flyers, and I was probably like the 50th person in line. Like, I was not close to the door at all. And I was like, this is the only thing I wanted. Like, I didn't want anything else. So all the flyers were gone, and I took the next best thing. So I get into the store. I get the TV I did not want. And I go up to the register and ask the guy, has everybody redeemed their flyer for this particular TV that I actually came here to get? The one that you have in front of you isn't the one that I want. And he said no. And he gave me a flyer to go get the TV, held my place in, at the register while I go get the TV. Or no. Someone else had to get the TV. You just give them the flyer and they go get the TV. So I didn't have to do anything. So I ended up getting the TV, but after waiting in line outside in front of the store, and then you get inside, and then you wait in line in electronics to pick up the item that you want, right? You pick up the item, and then you wait in another line at checkout. I did not get home until like midnight. I was in that store for a whole day. And I missed all of Thanksgiving because they wanted to have a pre-Black Friday whatever at Best Buy. I wasn't even disappointed at Best Buy. I think I was more disappointed in myself for doing that instead of spending time with family. I decided to never, ever, ever do that again. This is replacing the Bare Minerals Pressed Foundation. It is the Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation from M.A.C. And that's the color that I'm wearing, which is the NW43. The lady at the store was able to help me figure out that I actually needed the shade, and I always thought I was the same shade as my concealer, which is NC45. I thought it was NC45, but I guess because this is liquid and that's powder, they just, you know, they just settle on the skin a little differently. So therefore, I'm two different shades. But yeah, this is what it looks like inside. And you have the powder here, and then you have the sponge here. I don't really use the sponge. I purposely got this brush right here from e.l.f. The biggest fluffy brush that they have to offer, and I use this to just lightly put the powder all over my face, which is what I am about to do. But yeah, Black Friday was really nice. I was super tired afterwards. But it was still very, very nice. Thanksgiving with the family was super nice. And, you know, seeing my cousins and my mom and my dad, who I don't see as much as I would like, but I do see them often, just not as much as I like. It was just nice just to be around family. Taking it all the way down the neck. This look way better than the other foundation I used. The reason why I went so light was because when I got it, the store had horrible lighting. I'm not going to single them out, but you saw where I was. You know where I was. If you know, you know that location. The lighting is horrible. I had to step outside the store to see if it matched. It looked like it matched. And when I got home and tried to film a makeup tutorial with you guys, I looked like a ghost. And I had to use a lot of, which by the way, I talk about this quite a bit, and I will continue to talk about this quite a bit until I find a replacement. But this is the Urban Decay Naked Shape Shifter Palette. Double-sided, powder on one side, cream on the other. I don't use the cream. I mostly use the powder. As you can see, I hit pan. But I had to use a lot of contouring to like not look like a ghost. It's not working. And I used it like 3 different occasions and it's just not working. I guess back to the first video. You guys tell me and give me, you know, your honest thoughts, and, you know, be honest, but, you know, be nice, be gentle. First video and everything. What did you guys think of the first video? It was very short compared to a lot of YouTubers that I watch. I love the videos that are like 45 minutes to an hour, especially if they actually have, you know, things to talk about, or they could just talk about nothing and it just could be, everything's just very aesthetically beautiful and just interesting to watch. This first video, I didn't want it to be that long because it's my first one, and I didn't want to, I was so worried about boring you guys that I just kept it short and sweet. But please tell me what you think. For me, I just like to have a blog on in the background as background noise, and occasionally when I look up, it's just like, ooh, oh, that's pretty. Oh, they went there. Oh, that's really nice. That is what, that's the type of blogging that I want to do. The first video, it was just, you know, baby steps, putting my baby toe in the water and testing it out. I still have more videos to share with you guys. I'm still editing. And then also that was another thing I wanted to ask you guys. For those of you who do watch longer videos, what part of the day do you watch your video? I want to know, when do you like to watch YouTube? When do you have it on as background noise? I would love to know. I don't do a lot of eyeshadow. Don't get me wrong, I love eyeshadow. Love it. I collect a lot of eyeshadow. I just don't wear it as much as I used to. But I think I'm gonna try to get back into the habit of wearing eyeshadow again. Let's try something new. I'm going in with my Sailor Moon palette by ColourPop. And I think what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna go in with this color. Can you see it? Hopefully you can see it. This color, Moon Castle. Yeah, going in with Moon Castle. It looks like kind of like a corally, pinky nude color. I'm gonna try that today. Try something new. Oh, that's cute. Okay, I like that. And we're not gonna do a crease or anything like that. I'm just gonna let my natural crease do all the work. Yeah. So for my eyes, I like to use the dark brown. And what I do is I just do like really close to the eyelashes. Then I go over it with like an angled brush and just wisp it out with a little wing. And then after that, I'll take one of my favorite brushes from an Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and it's like fluffy on one side and a little bit more dense on the other, and then I blend it out just a little bit. Oh yeah, that is cute. I like that. It's very natural, very simple. It's exactly what I wanted. I know I talk about this mascara quite a bit, but I absolutely love this. It is the Man-Eater. Can you see that? Man-Eater by Tarte. This one's a little different. It's waterproof. I normally, and I actually collect these and I use them quite a bit. It's usually in this black and gold kind of container. But this one is black and blue because it is waterproof. And I'm like, well, I use this the most. I might as well just get it in waterproof. I hate going places where like my eyes start to water because of allergies, or if someone, or if I watch something that's really emotional, I start crying. Anyways, anything that produces liquid from my eyes, and I'm wearing my favorite mascara, and then I start to have raccoon eyes, and it's like unintentional. Yeah, so I finally got the waterproof version of that and very happy with it. My favorite lip liner. I'm going to show you the new container because my new stick, because this one is like so small you can't really see it, but it's the NYX Nutmeg Color lip liner. Those items that I just showed you, the NYX lip liner and the Man-Eater Tarte Man-Eater mascara, I use those daily. Absolutely love them. Can't live without them when it comes to makeup. I'll have those items linked down below so you know exactly the ones that I purchase. Also, any makeup products that I talked about today, I'll have it linked down below. I wanted to show this to you. This has been around forever, but it's a lip balm that goes on sheer and then it changes colors. So this one is a little bit on the darker purple spectrum, and I hardly wear it, but look how pretty it is. It is so pretty. It is by Winky Lux, and it has like cute little like, you know, flakes of, you know, rainbow colored speckles in it, and it is just so beautiful. So I was really inspired by that, by my pink eyeshadow. I thought I would just go ahead and wear this. I hardly wear this because it's so pretty and I don't want to replace it. So it gives you like this natural looking like purple tint. I'll also link this down below as well because they have so many different colors and I absolutely love it. They have more than just, you know, lip balm. They have highlighter, blush, eyeshadow, a lot of different things, but this one is my personal favorite. One more thing, ladies, set yo makeup. There's little bits of pink throughout this. When you spray it on, it gives you like that luminosity. Oh, oh no. It's, I'm almost out. Oh no, I'm gonna have to replace it if it's still available and I don't know if it's available. Well, all good things must come to an end, right? So, I hate it when you spray your setting spray and it comes out in big little bubbles. And that just like got right in my eye and oh man. It went like right in my eye and got all over. Oh man, hopefully this doesn't. Anywho, here's the finished product. Here's my face. Vogue. Okay, now I'm being too extra. But anywho, here is my face. This is what it looks like. I went for a more like elevated natural look. And I love this lip balm. I love it. Okay. I need to get up, start getting dressed, and like get on about my business. Finally made it in the car and I look a bit bedraggled, excuse me, but just finally made it in the car, about to head out. Gonna go pick up ingredients for the pot roast and run a few errands really quick. Yeah, come along with me and let's spend the day together. Okay, so it is late outside. I mean, it's not like late. Yes, you do see an Ulta bag there. In my defense, I kind of started Christmas shopping. Did I get any Christmas gifts? Yes. And kind of no. Anywho, but I promise you that we will get to, oh my God, look at my hair. It just won't, it has a mind of its own. Like when I go outside, it just has a mind of, is it kind of dark in here too? There we go. has a mind of its own. It's like 7 o'clock at night and I'm just now starting to cook. I am still gonna make the pot roast. However, we need like food now, and that pot roast, I think I'm just gonna like let it cook overnight, do like a slow cooker. Excuse the mess in the back. How about I'll just stand over here. Is that better? Yes. Okay, so I will continue to make the pot roast. However, I'm just gonna let it slow cook overnight. And in the meantime, your girl's making some fried fish. Yes. I'm gonna try a new way of doing it. I have like my own way of making fried fish, and I have quite a few people who love the way I make it. However, I felt like there was something missing to it. Like it was missing a consistency I just couldn't put my finger on, and I think I figured out what it was. So with that said, I'm going to change up the recipe. And I went to Costco. I got a lot of catfish. Like, look at this. Look at that. You see all that? I have a lot of catfish. So don't you worry. I will be sharing the recipe with you in the future. However, I am going to experiment tonight, and then, you know, once I, you know, taste it and see if I like it, then I will share the recipe with you later. All right, let's get to it. So first we're going to sear the beef chuck on the sides for 3 minutes. And then after that, we're going to sear it on both sides for another 3 minutes before I place it in the crock pot. Now, the coating that you see here is literally just basic seasoning, salt, pepper, and flour, and that is it. Also, the skillet that I'm using is the Lodge cast iron skillet, and I believe that it is the 12-inch Lodge skillet. It's one of my favorite skillets in the whole kitchen. And I take very good care of it. So this is where we're at for now. Just gonna let it cook on all sides for 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna put it in the crock pot. So after transferring the pot roast, or the beef chuck roast, to the crock pot, I already put the carrots at the bottom. I need to saute the onions and the garlic. And I'm using what little bits of what's left over from the juices from the pot roast and the skillet, added a little bit of olive oil to it. And I'm just gonna saute this for a little bit, probably a few minutes, and try to let the onions and the garlic get a little translucent, a little caramelized. After this caramelizes a little bit, I'm gonna add maybe like a tablespoon or two of flour. Just white all-purpose flour, then add the tomato paste, then add the thyme and the herbs, and then dilute it with the beef broth. So that is what I plan to do. And then after I do that, after everything's mixed together, then I'll transfer it to the pot. So I am breaking up the onions so that each individual piece of onion can caramelize just know that when I cut the onion, I just did it in huge like quarters, and I didn't want it to be chopped into little pieces. I wanted to just be bigger, bolder, you know, big chunks of onion in this dish. So that was definitely intentional. Also, one of the recipes that I am slightly following, just for a little bit of inspiration, said to use like pressed minced garlic. And what I did was I just, you know, smashed the garlic, and that's it. Honestly, that is all I wanted, and it's going to be just as flavorful as it would be if it was minced. I just added a little 2 tablespoons of the tomato paste. Now I'm going in with fresh thyme. It smells good though, you know, it definitely does smell good. So and then also what I'm gonna do is add a little bit of flour. And then go in with the beef broth. So now I'm gonna go in with the wine and just mix everything together. I'm gonna use like equivalent to like maybe a half cup, just to bring out a little bit of this flavoring, make it a little bit more fragrant, and make sure it doesn't stick. I am slowly adding more and more of the beef stock to it. I didn't want to pour it all in all at once. I just want to slowly mix it together, just little bit by little bit. I also find that this may be a good time to season it to your liking as well, because if it's going to be in the crock pot for a few hours, it's best to know that all the flavor is being cooked into the meat while it's in the crock pot versus not. I just tasted the sauce and it tastes fine, but I think I should add more salt, mostly because, you know, my fiance, he loves things salty. I don't, but I can, you know, compromise and be in the middle. Just added a little bit more salt, better safe than sorry, honestly. All right, so this is what it looks like before I put the lid on. So basically we have the tomato mixture with the thyme and the onions and the garlic. I also peeled and diced potatoes, and I put that underneath the beef chuck, and I'm gonna throw a couple of little bay leaves on it and put a lid on it. I'm just gonna slow cook this overnight, check on it in the middle of the night, and hopefully this comes out amazing. I can't wait to show you tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. It is a beautiful, crisp morning, and just been enjoying my coffee and batteries. I'll deal with that later. But anywho, just enjoying this beautiful morning. The sun is trying so hard to stay out. There's quite a bit of an overcast right now. Not overcast. I don't think you would call this overcast. What would you call this? It looked like the beginning of a storm, so to speak, but not quite at the same time. I don't know. But it is beautiful outside and just watching the sunrise and enjoying my coffee. Yesterday I was planning to put up the tree and film a little bit of that for you guys, but when I left the house, I don't know. I just, once again, I call it getting distracted. So I kind of went Christmas shopping first. I started shopping for dinner last night. X amount of hours later, here we are. But I did get the chuck roast in the crock pot to cook overnight, and oh my gosh, I tasted one of the little chunks of potatoes. It is so good. While the sun is still trying to fight for its place outside, let me go ahead and show you what my pot roast look like, shall we? All right, let's see what's going on with this pot roast. Don't mind my kitchen, it's a little messy because of last night. But yeah, so here is the pot roast. It looks so good. Like I can't tell you nothing. Look how it just pulls apart. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna taste this right now. Just a little tiny bit. Look at that. How good. That looks so good. Okay, I'm gonna try it right now. Oh wow. It's like butter. It just melts in your mouth. So I was like talking to you just a second ago, and I thought I was like in focus and I wasn't. What were we talking about? So yeah, I would love to take you on a kitchen tour sometime in the near future. I think it's a little bit messy right now, so I kind of don't want to like show you what I have going on. Maybe I can give you like a few like snippets, but I love my kitchen right now. It is so beautiful. I added a few elements to, you know, lift the spirits and give me inspiration while I am cooking, and I could not be happier with it. Oh my God. I have so many pieces in here that I absolutely love and cherish, and it's just so nice when you come into your kitchen and it's full of things that you love, that put a smile on your face, that make you happy, and it just make you want to, you know, have fun projects in here, cook and spend time with your loved ones or what have you. Like I love my kitchen. Yeah, there goes the clouds. There goes the sun. The sun has left us. I was so tired. I was so wiped out from yesterday that by the time I got done putting the pot roast in the crock pot and cleaning the kitchen, I just no longer felt like cooking the catfish. So not ideal, but I was so tired. So maybe later on today I'll get to the fried catfish, or maybe not. We'll see. Since the pot roast is done now, I don't have to worry about dinner. So it's probably not in my best interest to make the fried catfish because I don't want it to go to waste, right? But yeah, so I need to start getting ready for the day. All the beef has been shredded, and now I am adding it back to the crock pot with the potatoes and the baby carrots, and oh my God, Look at this. Look how, oh my God. Like, oh my God. I cannot wait to eat this. But yeah, so that is all done and ready for dinner later on. I need to start getting ready for work. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Bye, guys.